Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. We got some cruise news stories for you today, including a protocol change from Carnival Cruise Lines that we're going to get into here in just a minute. But first, we're going to start off with Crystal Cruises. So we've talked about Crystal Cruises before. They had a little bankruptcy issue when their parent company, Gentry, ran out of money, went into bankruptcy. 2 other ships were seized while in the Bahamas. Then they were auctioned off here recently and looked like, that is the end of Crystal Cruises. Well, turns out that it's not. Crystal Cruises is going to rise from the dead and sail again. So A&K Travel Group, they have purchased the Crystal Serenity and the Crystal Symphony. Now, both of these ships are going to go in and get a complete refurbishment and will be resuming sailing in 2023 underneath Crystal Cruise Lines. So Crystal Cruise Lines is back. They are going to resume sailing in 2023. They have risen from the dead. And if you're a fan of Crystal Cruise Lines and enjoyed sailing on their ships, you're going to have the opportunity to do it again. Viking Cruise Lines, well, they're going to do a little bit of rebranding, a little bit of changing their names, and they're going to end up dropping the word cruise from their name and will simply be known as Viking. We have taken the word cruise out of our name because cruise has a number of bad connotations in regard to the gigantic ships. The places they visit are unpopular, the noise on board, which is really not what our guests want to go for. So kind of a little jab there at some of your big cruise lines out there. Looks like a little bit of a jab at your Royal Caribbeans, your Carnivals, your Norwegians, your MSCs, with the big giant cruise ships. They want to separate themselves. They want to be a whole different thing than the major cruise lines. They want to be something completely different than what normally sails here from the United States. And they want to be more known for what they don't have. They don't have kids on board. They don't have casinos on board. And they cater mostly to what they say 55 and above, to educated people. That is the Viking demographic that they are going for and what they currently have. So yeah, they want to separate themselves out, and they're going to do that by just being known as Viking. And finally, Carnival Cruise Lines. Well, they have made a protocol change for unvaccinated passengers when visiting cruise ports. So up to this point, unvaccinated passengers on board Carnival cruise ships were required to take Carnival excursions in order to disembark the ship. And well, that is going to change. And now unvaccinated passengers 12 and above will be able to, of course, take Carnival sponsored excursions, but they will also be able to get off of the ship and do their own thing and do their own independent tours, sightseeing, and not have to go through the cruise lines. So it'll be nice, just to kind of be able to get off the ship and explore on your own regardless of your vaccination status. Now, however, there is a catch-22 to this, because while Carnival is changing their policy for unvaccinated passengers, not every cruise port is changing their policies, and there still are some out there that have restrictions in place that will affect unvaccinated passengers anytime the ship docks there, at least, for now, until these cruise ports make these changes. So here is a list of the current cruise ports that Carnival is visiting that do not allow unvaccinated passengers of a certain age even to get off the ship in some of these cases. I'm going to go ahead and put that up here now. So we have San Juan, Puerto Rico, ages 12 and older. Bonaire, ages 12 and older. The Grand Caymans, ages 12 and older. St. Kitts, 12 and older. Tortola, 12 and older. Grand Turk, 16 and older. And Cartagena, Colombia, 18 and older. Now, if you are unvaccinated and you are under this age threshold, you will still be able to go aboard. It's only these ages and above. So for the remaining cruise ports that, of course, do not currently have these restrictions in place, if you are unvaccinated on board the ship with the medical exemption that Carnival provides, for X number of unvaccinated cruisers, then there are cases where you will simply be able to go ashore regardless of your vaccination status, and enjoy the cruise port the way you want to. Like I said, the exception being the list that we showed you guys here just a little bit. And it's just a small change. just a little movement, there in the protocols. But every little step we take is another step forward. Every little step we take, they start to add up after a while. A little step here, a little step here, a little step here. Next thing you know, we've gone a mile. So every little bit counts, and this is just another little change in the health and safety protocols for Carnival Cruise Lines, for those unvaccinated passengers out there. And that's going to be our cruise news for today. Hope everyone out there enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We are trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of November this year, our 2-year channel anniversary. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow, and of course, lets you know anytime a new video comes out. Thank you in advance for everybody that hits that button. And of course, thank you to all of our subscribers we already have. Hope everyone out there has a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.